Hello, and welcome to another episode of Between Two Barbells, where we talk strength and conditioning here at Body Fit Training Lincoln. If you're into anything in that topic, strength, conditioning, HIIT, cardio, all the things, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Be sure to like this and share it with your friends, as well as add in the comments everything about strength and conditioning that you like. Today, owner Mike Hahn is going to be talking about the Evolt. So the Evolt is a machine that we have here at Body Fit Training. It is a kind of comp scan, if you will. But Mike, what does the Evolt actually scan for?
The Evolt, which is Evolt, not Evel, is our body comp machine here at BFT, and it's going to test a multitude of different things. So I'm just going to kind of rapid fire through some of the things that it scans, kind of then go back through and tell you what they are. So I was going to tell you your weight, your percent body fat, your lean body mass, your skeletal muscle mass, your total body water, as well as break down how much visceral fat and subcutaneous fat you have. It's also going to do some segmental analysis telling you whether you have more muscle mass on your right or left side, arms and legs versus the other side of your body. So a lot of stuff, a lot of information that we can find out there. Also, one of the biggest things they'll tell you is how many calories you need per day. So there's a lot of stuff that the Evolt scan is going to tell you. So let's go back through that, digest that just a tad, and I'll tell you how it works. So the Evolt scan is a bioimpedance machine. So it's going to send a tiny electrical signal through your body. And fat is a resistor to electricity. So the more fat you have, the slower that bioimpedance impulse is going to travel through your body. And that's how it reads your percent body fat. All right. So it's going to test for total body water, those types of things. So why is that important? It can tell us a lot of different things about our body, you know, how it's changing, how our results are coming along, things like that, because there's so many metrics in there that are important to note. So for instance, we can't just look at the scale and understand what's going on inside of us to see if we're really making the progress that we want to. So the scale is just but one metric, and quite frankly, it might not tell us a whole heck of a lot. But it is a component, so we know what our weight is. The Evolt scan will also tell us how much skeletal muscle mass we have. So skeletal muscles, obviously the muscle mass we have in our arms, legs that are helping us move. One thing we do here at BFT is we do a lot of lifting. So that should be going up more than likely if you're eating correctly and things like that. On the flip side, we also want our fat mass to go down. So it'll tell you what your pounds of fat are and then what percentage of body fat that encompasses our entire body weight. So those are all things that we as trainers can talk to you about and show you some of the differences there. So like I said, sometimes we just want our weight to go down and that's the ultimate goal. But in reality, if someone is, say, 200 pounds and their percent body fat is 10%, they only have then 20 pounds of fat versus a 200 pound person that is 30% body fat, which is, you know, going to be 60 pounds of fat. Those people, even though they weigh the same, are going to look incredibly different. So even though someone's weight might not change and their percent body fat does, your body composition then changes. And that's what's the most important thing about the Evolt scan is we can tell you what's going inside your body, how your composition is changing there. So that's the biggest thing that it'll tell you. Within that fat segment, it'll also tell you what your visceral and subcutaneous fat is. Visceral fat is the fat that is in and around our organs, in and around our liver, our heart, our kidneys, the stuff that we really don't want. And then the subcutaneous fat is our, like, show me fat that's underneath our skin. All right. The fat that most people want to get rid of, even though the visceral fat is the stuff we kind of really need to get rid of to be a healthier person. So it'll tell you what your body's composed of, what your fat composition is between subcutaneous and visceral fat. Combine all that together and it can tell you what your basal metabolic rate is. So the amount of calories your body requires to stay alive. If you were just to say lay in bed all day long, it still takes a tremendous amount of calories for our heart, our lungs, our kidneys to work properly. And then it'll tell you what your TEE is, which is our total energy expenditure. That is our basal metabolic rate plus activities of daily living and exercise. So that's getting up, going to work, coming here to BFT, all those things add up. And then that helps us help you decide what a meal plan should be or how many calories should be taken in. So a lot of things that it tests, a lot of things that we can talk about, a lot of things that you can measure. So multiple matrices that we can look at to make sure that you're making progress, and things that we can say, okay, you need to do a little bit better here, a little bit more there, a little bit less here, a little bit more in other regions. So a lot of stuff. That was long, that was complicated, but come talk to us as trainers, and we're happy to help you out. Digest the results of your Evolt scan, and make sure that you are on the right track and understand where your results are going.
All right. Well, that is the Evolt scan here at Body Fit Training Lincoln. And one of the best parts about all of that data is you get to keep it right on your phone. So that data metrics goes right into the BFT app. It'll also go into an Evolt app that we allow you to download for free once you get your scan done. And then in addition to all that scan stuff that Mike talked about, you get a one-on-one consultation after your scan to really break down all of that and personalize it for you, and then figure out where you need to be to get to your goals based on the results that you have there. So that's it for the Evolt scan today. Please put any other questions in regards to the Evolt in the comments. We are happy to answer those. Feel free to like and subscribe to Between Two Barbells, and we will see you next time. Bye.